Welcome to Cover Graphic number 2. So, I did another Money Light monologue, and I used my cell phone, which is going to be a hell of a lot better than the one that's already done. So, you guys can pass the judgment. I tried to do it exactly the same, but it's different. It's way different. And because I don't have a pause on this thing, I couldn't do it, but I do have a pause on this phone. So, I'm going to share that with you, and we're going to, oh crap, what have I done? We're going to let you watch it. And then you guys can let me know if I did a good job. But basically, it's a cop and a stranger trying to negotiate saving a young black boy's life. The reason why I did that is because 9 times out of 10, when you see these police videos, you don't know what happened to get there. And sometimes it really isn't relevant, but most of the time it really is. But again, you don't know what happened before the video started. Now, I did a couple of TikToks back when a police officer covered up somebody's cam on their porch, and somebody pointed out some shit that they were kind of right about the cop giving away his position, but I was kind of right too, because one, I didn't see a warrant in the cop's hand, and two, if they're issuing a warrant 9 times out of 10, they drive it up to your house, and if you don't answer the door, they put it in. How do I know that? Because I've been given at least one warrant in my entire life. So if he's coming to arrest you, 9 times out of 10, he's coming with more than one cop. All right, just in case you do something stupid. I have family members that have broken a few laws, but if he's coming and he does this to your camera, I don't think that's professional, and I think they're up to something shady. He tried to cover it twice. So I made this video with the thoughts of how can we teach cops to de-escalate? How can we get negotiators to be at the side of the police? And how do we get the person holding the firearm to trust the person enough to remove the clip, clear the chamber, kick the clip and the weapon away so that the cop can approach safely and handcuff them? Now, this scenario that I did is complete bullshit. It will probably never happen. However, anything is possible. So I'm going to let this play now. And then that'll be my last video for tonight, which means you'll be watching me in one improv, and then you'll be watching me do it this way, where I change my hairstyle so you can see that I'm different characters. The concept isn't at least nice. So, let's get it done. What's going on here, man? Why are you pointing that rifle at that kid? This kid has a gun, and he has to go down. I'm taking him out right now. Okay, just because he has a gun doesn't mean that he killed anybody. You want to explain what's going on here? I'm the police officer. I don't need to explain shit to you, but I am going to take him out. So, if you got something to say, now's the time. Wait, I have something to say. This kid is probably scared. This kid probably knows that he's not going to make it out of the situation in one piece. He has a white officer waving a weapon at him, and you don't even know why he has a weapon in the first place. And let me guess, he fits the description, right? Because we all fit the description, but he's watched enough social media to know that he's not going to make it out of here. So why don't you let me talk to him? For the love of God. You think you can de-escalate this situation without bloodshed? I'm the cop. I'm the professional. I'm the one with the gun. Correct. You are the cop. This is the situation, and you are the one with the gun. But you are also a white man who resembles all the white men who have shot and killed cops over the last 10 years. You think he's going to want to listen to you? You think he's going to negotiate with you? You think he's going to sit here and let you take his ass in? He already knows that you're thinking of putting a bullet through him because you're a trigger-happy jackass. Why don't you let me talk to him? Let me see if I can calm him down. Let me see if I can de-escalate the situation. Let me see if I can get him to put down his weapon. And let's see if I can get him to walk calmly to us and turn himself in. Or you can let me walk over to him, calmly talk to him, and get him to turn himself in. Because he could just be having a bad day. So you trying to play the race card? But because I'm a white man, you think I want to shoot this kid because he's a black kid? You think I want to do this? This is my job. We're in the middle of a park. He's a kid with a gun. A gun. something that unalives people on a daily basis. I have to bring him in. I would much prefer to bring him in alive. But if he pulls that gun trigger towards me, I'm taking him out. No questions asked, because it's my job to serve and protect. You're right. It is your job to serve and protect. But now let me do the serving and the protecting of that young man with the weapon. Fine. Have at thee. You have 2 minutes. You don't get it done in 2 minutes, I drop him. You won't have to drop him. I'm going to make him lower the gun now. Hey kid, listen to me and listen carefully. I have a really angry officer here who really wants to shoot you. I'm hoping that doesn't have to happen. I need you to trust me. I need you to do everything I say from this point on so that you get to see your mom and your dad again when this is over. The first thing I need you to do is release the clip from that weapon. It's a 9mm Glock. Drop the clip, kick it over that way. Good job. Clear the chamber. Cock it back. The bullet should dislodge to the right. Place the gun at your foot. Kick it that way. Secondly, I need you to get on the ground. I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to sit beside you and I'm going to talk to you. Trigger Happy Joe here is going to come with me. He's going to put the handcuffs on you. But to make sure you are safe, I'm going to ride with you to the police station. And Joe's going to let me ride with him to the police station. Aren't you, Joe? Man, this shit's against regulation. But yeah, I'll do it. I will let you ride with him. But he's getting handcuffed. And you can ride in the back seat with him. This is against regulations, but if I can bring him in alive, there won't be any problems. There won't be any problems. Got that? But it's up to you now. Alright, kid. This is your one shot. Thank you for putting the gun down. Thank you for kicking it to the side. Now, Joe is going to read you your rights. Joe is going to handcuff you. We are going to together get into this car, and we are going to take you to the police station. We are going to call your relatives, and then they're going to understand the situation. And this way you will get to see your parents again. Okay? Good boy. Keep nodding. Thank you. Okay, kid. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be given to you at the present court time. Understand these rights as I've written to you? Thank you. And thank you for putting away your weapon. I did not want to have to shoot you. You're 14 years old. Your whole life is ahead of you. So let's see what we can do to make sure that things like this don't ever happen again. Alright, stranger. I'm going to handcuff him now. You and him are going to get in the backseat of my car against regulations. And we're going to go to the police station. See. Okay. So I'm going to delete that because I don't have any room on my phone. Okay, so I'm going to tell you. Now, of course, you know in real life that shit will never happen. And Trigger Happy Joe very well may be a black man. Maybe a Chinese man. Maybe a white man. Maybe a Chinese woman. Maybe a black woman. Maybe any officer of any color or any gender with a gun. But because social media has made it more than likely that people of color will die at the hands of a police officer. The gender of the officer, the ethnicity of the officer doesn't matter. When you're on social media, you can almost guarantee that when you see social media doing police officers with black people, we don't work out very well. And people who are brown don't work out very well. Where even when the white people come in with knives, they tend to survive a little bit more, and they actually charge cops. They literally buffalo charge them like that guy on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. We just stand there and take one for the team. If I have offended anybody with this video, let me apologize. I did fuck up though when I said that he shoots cops. I meant to say he shoots people of color every day. So you guys hopefully will get the gist of what I was attempting to do. Now, I will say this. We do need to train the cops better. We do need to also train our children what to do in situations when they are dealing with cops. Now, as a man of color, as a person who has grown up and has been pulled over many a times, because I've had a lot of speeding tickets, y'all. I'm not gonna lie about that shit. I got speeding tickets like the first year I learned how to drive. I think I caught like 2 or 3 tickets. No, good thing I had a job so I could pay for them without having to go to court. But yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie and say that that scenario in any universe is possible, because it's not. It's more than likely, if anything happens in any universe, that scenario will not be the one that happens where a stranger on the street will be able to negotiate with a kid and get the weapon from him and be able to do the things that he do. It's more likely never going to happen. However, in the events that it could, that would be great. I just want you guys to think about that shit so that I can at least process, you know, maybe if we had more training, maybe if we had more thoughtful ways of doing it, maybe we could find out why the kid had the gun in the first place, how the kid got the gun. A lot of this shit wouldn't happen. So for you gun owners, because I'm not against you, trust me on that, I'm not against you. I'm a vet. I understand the Second Amendment right more than you probably think. So if you want to have a gun, it's fine. But you also need to understand that you have to lock that thing up. Your kid cannot have access to it, because your kid has access to it. Your kid's probably going to use it. So you have to do that. You have trigger guards, so buy them. Put them inside the gun so that the kid can't put his finger in there and shoot anybody. Always keep your safety on. And against all odds, do not store your ammo and your weapon in the same place. Now, that's a catch-22. So what we're going to say is this. Do not store your ammo, as in all of your ammo, and your weapon in the same place. So if you have a Glock or a 9 and it's got 2 clips, keep one clip locked in a lockbox different from the lockbox in which you have the ammo. And make sure that your kid has no inkling of how to get the key to either box. Keep the other clip and the other weapon together so that you will have your weapon at the ready. And you'll be able to have the key to the lock thing attached to the key that's on you. Don't take it off. Don't place it anywhere where your kid can possibly find it. If you're like me, you can wear your dog tags in the shower. So you can put that key on a necklace and keep it with you at all times. Only person that should have the key to that thing is you and your wife. Your kid should never have access to it, and I hope that I taught you guys something in this. Thank you for watching. I am Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Be seeing you.